Welcome once again, everybody, to NewOaks AI Podcast. I'm your host, Leland Best of Best Studios LLC, along with my guest, Ray Luan, CEO of NewOaks AI. Welcome to the broadcast, Ray. How you doing today?
Good, good. Thank you, Leland. How are you doing? I'm doing well.
Same as always. Things are a little warmer over here today. We always talk about the weather in the morning. Seems like
Yeah,
it's one side of the world or the other. We got to know what the weather is. And today
yeah,
it's a balmy 45 degrees. There's no snow on the ground today. It's actually one of those weird holiday season times around December that things warm up around here sometimes. So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
where we're at right now.
Not
So
bad.
what about you? He's got his sweatshirt on. He's looking pretty chilled
Yeah.
today. So Ray's not
Well,
feeling
yeah,
too good.
I'm a little bit relaxed today. Yeah, it's not that cold. It's pretty sunny in where I
Is
am
it?
every day. Yeah, yeah. No snow here. No snow
I
here. No,
wish.
not at
I
all.
wish. So, Ray,
Yeah.
I announced this episode is episode 25. And around this time of year in December, 25 is a big number. That's the day Christmas lands here in the US and many other countries, I'm sure, as well. But the fact is that New Oaks has had a lot going on over there, and so has OpenAI. And OpenAI, just if you're not aware, has had the 12-day, what's wrong video there? I'm going to go back to the 12 days, so if you filled your ears with noise there. The 12 days of OpenAI continues Tuesday at 10 a.m. So what you want to do as we are today, they are also announcing another little thing. So we'll just go through real quick what's been going on over at OpenAI. They've had days 1 through, what is it now? This is the last day, isn't it? When did they start this,
Almost
Ray? Because wasn't it like, was it the 1st
10
of
days.
December they started this?
Yeah, the first week of December, I think.
Okay. So I'm not sure what all 12 things are yet. They're on what, 8, I think, right now? Let me see what day
Uh,
they're on. I gotta see what day they're on.
I think there are 8 or 9.
Let's see. Oh, they just made GPT search free for all users 19 hours ago. How do you like
Yeah.
that? So nobody's gonna use Google search anymore. It's gonna be all GPT.
Well, so with that said, I did check Google's stock price. It actually went up instead of
Did
went
it?
down. Yeah. So surprisingly, both my partner Kevin and myself believe that the more people will be using ChatGPT for search, for sure.
What do you
But
think
we're
about Google's latest, though? Their latest AI announcement. Do you think that made a change in their stock price?
You mean the Willow, the quantum chips,
Well, there was
or
Gemini 2.0 was just
oh,
flashed as well. They've
right.
just thrown that out on the screen, so that was something a little different. It's an experimental model, but it is available to users if it's on your screen.
Yeah. Well, I
So
think
Gemini's
Gemini is
moving ahead.
still catching up. I mean, they're like behind Cloud and ChatGPT.
True,
And I think
true.
Gemini is specializing in different vertical areas. They're probably better in terms of image generation, content, maybe math calculation, but not as ChatGPT. It's more of API friendly and more for business owners. So I think
True.
you just have different focus. Yeah.
But that's not really why we're here anyway today, right, Ray?
Yeah.
The Google thing is really nothing compared to what's going on in the
Right.
news today. So it's really about the announcement over at AI with real-time video and voice. This is what's
Yeah.
going to be a real game changer for all of us.
Mhm.
So I think that's something. Just tell me, Ray, what does this mean to the industry when we look at how we've been doing things? The thing I'm seeing on the front of their page is this, which kind of shows really what it's all about is
Yeah.
GPT can now see, hear,
Uh-huh.
and speak. So what does that mean
Right.
in all
It means
reality? What does
that
that mean?
the video and real-time voice is not what I thought. It's actually I saw the demo. It's actually when you call GPT, right, with a video call. So the GPT is still a voice, but it can read everything through the camera of your side, of our side. For example, I'm calling you, Leland. You are the GPT, right?
Hmm.
And you can see everything on my side through a video call. Literally, you can see
Okay.
my face, my background, and then it can actually analyze the video and do actions accordingly.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's not like you can have a video call with the AI so that AI has a digital avatar. No, it's not like that. It's
Gotcha.
like yeah, when you call the GPT with a video call, the GPT can read whatever behind the background and
I did see
answer
that.
questions. Yeah, and
Yes.
do analysis. Yep.
Yeah, someone did an
So,
example. He had a pillow on the shelf in the back, and it was a Google symbol pillow. And he said,
yep.
"Can you explain to me what that pillow is behind me?"
Yep.
And it did. It was like, "Oh yeah, well, there's this fluffy little four-color pillow on a shelf, and the books are sitting next to it." That was kind of scary,
Right.
but
So the same thing. In the demo that someone's calling GPT, and on there was it was a table right behind the collar,
okay,
and in front of the collar, and on the table there's kettle, there's cups, there's water, and
yeah.
collars ask GPT, hey, tell me what is it within I mean the space, the video, right? It said, oh, there's a kettle and there's some hot water. You
Oh,
should
that
use
was
kettle
this
hot
picture here.
water.
Yeah. Okay, there's
Yeah,
the scene. If you guys want to picture it,
exactly.
this was what he's talking about.
Right. That's exactly the demo. Yeah, it's
That's pretty
pretty
crazy.
stunning. Yeah, it's pretty
So
stunning.
it's able to identify a coffee pot and a coffee filter and
Yeah,
somebody's face and know that
yeah,
they're wearing a ho-ho hat and all that kind of stuff. So it's identifying things. That's
yeah.
really, but I guess we were expecting like to be able to talk to an avatar AI, right? That was what we
Right.
all envisioned in our head we were going to
Exactly.
get
That's
out of
how
the
it's the turned out different. So GPT
Missed that
can
mark.
see, hear, and speak, but
Hmm.
yeah, it cannot have a digital AI avatar yet.
Oh
Just
well, just the way it is.
and
But it does give us voice search, which does make a change for things. And I've used that on occasion where you just tap the mic to try and get some information from GPT, which is really nice on your phone when you're moving around in real time.
yeah,
So what other apps could we use that for, I guess? Navigation tools are one that we use it for all the time, and search,
yeah,
obviously. But
navigation. Yep.
I guess
Um,
I see translation being a big one on your
right,
phone.
right,
And
right.
they already have apps for that.
Yeah,
But you can
yeah.
get a little more
Hmm.
deep and enriched with something like a GPT app rather than just a simple translation app that's all it does. You could have some
Yeah.
reasoning going on in that conversation along with the translation at the same time.
So remember the feature we released, push to talk, is
Yeah.
similar to the voice search, right? Yeah, we
Yeah.
push to talk, and you can have a conversation with chatbot. It's similar to voice search. It's like
Awesome.
voice to text and use text to search.
Yeah, that's kind of how I've been using it. And we have Hilton Davidow in the house today. Welcome, Hilton,
Hi,
from
Andy.
Australia, over there down under. Appreciate you coming by here every week and hanging out with us at NewOaks AI. Projects. This is another aspect to OpenAI that just came out to make the push to the platform to be more collaborative and scalable, right? It's just
Yeah,
a way to assemble everything in one place, really, and open up folders for other projects so that you're not just lost in this big array of text inputs that you're putting off to the side. You'll now be
yeah,
able to break it down into projects.
yeah. It's more like Windows Explorer from my
Yeah, pretty
perspective, right?
much.
Just help you to organize and manage your files and data. That's
Yeah.
it.
And that's
Yeah.
not a whole lot. But Apple Intelligence is one that came out recently, and I do have something I can play back for everybody if Ray's okay with that. It's not a very long video. It just gives Ray a chance to relax his voice for a second. They just announced this feature the other day, yesterday, was it not? And I do have full audio on this, so we're just going to play this video out and let you guys see what AI intelligence from Apple is all about. Hold on.
That's good.
Oh, and look at that. I just figured it was good that everybody got a chance to see what Apple's up to because honestly, we've been waiting for Apple to do something for quite a while. And this is the first we've really heard of any Apple intelligence.
Yeah.
At
The
least anything
Siri is
worthwhile.
Yeah, Siri is pretty amazing. Like literally it's voice to everything, right? Voice to action. You can ask Siri to do everything. It's a real
Yeah.
assistant.
And I know
Yeah.
you couldn't hear that, Ray, because if I'd had that come to you, it would have piped back and we would have had a double feed. But
Yeah.
everyone out there did hear the audio. So just to make
Oh,
sure
okay.
we're all good
Awesome.
there. All right.
Yeah.
Just kind of a unique approach. You got privacy on one side, and the on-device processing, I think, is the other key factor here. Because of Apple Silicon, they have a pretty intensive processor there. So they're able to do a lot of their AI processing directly on the device rather than relying on cloud source in order to do so. So that's another leap in advancement there that we haven't seen in all the other devices. So
Yeah.
Downtime can cause a lot of headaches, Ray, for a lot of businesses in this industry right now when we're relying so heavily on a third party source for all of our data. What
Yeah.
happened on the 12th? I mean, that was pretty crazy. That was a big
Yeah.
infrastructure upheaval. What took place?
Yeah. It was a 12 in the morning, 8, I think 8 a.m. In my time zone. It's probably 7 p.m.
Hmm.
Of
Roughly, yeah,
December
about 12
11th.
hours.
And yeah, we found out the CBT response not very stable. We thought it was our bug. It took
Hmm.
us like 2 hours to debug, and we didn't find any bug. And it turned out that GPT was down because one of the tough thing about GPT is that you do not know is their bug or is our bug. There's no way
Hmm.
you can tell, right?
Yeah.
It could be both. That's we figured yeah, CPU downtime is crazy, 3 hours. We didn't realize that actually. So
Excuse me. What's really interesting about that, Ray, is I know yourself, myself, and a lot of others in this space who've been around at least the last 3 years and playing and have their own home labs, kind of have a backup just in case. We're there building our own little LLMs and structuring our own content and devices on our own hardware, bare bones, metals and things like that that are just headless that we can use ourselves, but that's not enough. I mean, we need to have cloud infrastructure to run a full enterprise system, especially if we're putting one of these things in a platform that's going to be accommodated or hit by, 1,000 people a day or more. Then
yeah,
we're talking 1 5-minute shutdown by GPT causes, total traffic backup, which is like a pileup in the middle of winter on an expressway here in Michigan. I'd say.
yeah.
So what do we do next? I mean, we see the infrastructure constantly being built. Are you going to see more people, more industries, more enterprises building their own in-house infrastructure, do you think?
Yeah, I would say there need to be a backup, plan for all this kind of like server down, potential server down
Agreed.
situation, right? So, for example, we plan to build another infrastructure based on cloud. So when one API is down, better switch to another one. Maybe in the future, Grok is the one who is catching up, right? Which is
Hmm.
catching up, so we can have like different open router type of
Yeah,
infrastructure just to be better prepared for this kind of catastrophe, like
I just
enterprise
heard
level
about
catastrophe.
that open router. You mentioned that term, and yet I believe there's actually a platform called Open Router
Yes.
that
Yeah,
allows you
exactly.
access to all of the open source
Right.
LLMs from one
Yeah.
API, correct? Yeah, one to
Yes.
look into. I'll have to
Yeah.
bring that up. All right, let's get on to New Oaks, Ray. I know you're short on time and breath, probably. So let's look
Right.
at the latest updates. I'm just going to kind of flash through these and we'll highlight on the most important ones because we've done
Yep.
so many things over at New Oaks. We've got the latest update was the Office 365 calendar integration. Kind of seamless. I mean, that's just one of those things, but that's a lot of work because Microsoft integrations are never simple. It's just one of those
Yeah.
things and always the
Agree.
last on the list. But
Right.
at least here you got it done, and that's one of the things that I know a lot of people were screaming about. Facebook
Mhm.
Messenger image handling. I'm still trying to wrap my brain around the whole intense possibilities here, Ray. You're saying we can now upload images not only to the chatbot widget, but to the
Uh-huh.
Facebook interface widget as well. What does that do for us, Ray?
Yeah, so it's a lot of the use case that when, for example, if you're an e-commerce owner, right, your customer was talking to you either by Facebook Messenger or by WhatsApp, and the customer wants to show you a picture of what's wrong with the products, or show you a payment proof, a snapshot of the payment, right, so that AI can read about the images and give you some feedback. So our first step is allow the user to send image and also allow the AI can receive the image. Also, it allowed it in the live chat scenario. We will allow the live person can see what the image is. That's the first step. The second step, we're going to do some analysis around the image to tell you what the image is about, give you some image report, the report about the image so that you can ask questions about the image later.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just showed everybody on the screen how you can simply go to the widget, click on the little cloud
Nice.
symbol with the arrow on it, and when you do so, that'll pop up a simple interface to your folder window where you can go ahead and search through your files and grab an image and upload it, where it'll pop up
Yep.
right into the widget. So then you're saying from there, Ray, we can take it and do whatever we want with it. Really, inside the system, we'll be able to say, "Hey, that image I just uploaded." How will it tag and know? Like, let's say we upload 3 or 4 images. Will there be a way that we can distinguish and identify which files we sent to the AI and be able to
Yeah.
say, "Hey, that first image I sent you, can we go back
Yeah.
and talk about that?" Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Well, that sounds neat.
But that's for the next step. So next step is to be able to identify the number of images and what is in the image and do some analysis and give the user some feedback. So that's the
Very
on the
cool.
next
And
level.
then
Yeah.
the multiple calendar and chat management. We've got one chat bot with multiple live chats and a calendar connection via sub accounts. So we have a solution then for teams managing diverse customer workflows, where if you have more than like one source of
Yep.
input, that could
Yeah.
be maybe a community, several Facebook pages, maybe several
Doctors.
websites.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doctors.
doctors for
It's good
sure.
for doctors or manicure professional service, nail
Hmm.
salons. So when the customer, they're mostly they're using like one spot as the customer facing widget, right? Either
Hmm.
the chat bubble on the website or a Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp,
Sure.
whatever. So yeah, it's when the customer talk to the AI chatbot, but it can also book the service with different suppliers, right?
Gotcha.
For example, if you want to do some hair, if you book appointment with a hair stylist. If you want to work on your nails, you book appointment
Hmm.
with
Hmm. So
nails.
multi-departmental type stuff
Yeah,
where you're able to
exactly.
ask for reference to another department. I'm actually working
Exactly.
on a bot similar to that myself, which is like a military-based bot, and I have like these 10 little minions that work for the main dude, and the main
Yep.
dude is in charge of everything, and he
Right.
directs traffic
Yeah.
basically to all the other little ones. So
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
work involved, but
Yes.
it gets interesting.
And the
Big
same
news.
applies
Oh, go ahead,
to
Ray.
live chat. The same applies to live chat. For example, if you have 5 support staff, right,
Hmm.
handle different live chat, so you can actually route the conversation to a different live chat um,
Oh,
person.
so whoever had it on their phone would be able to open up, and you could have multiple chats with different individuals. So could you hand it off then from one individual human to another during that conversation?
Well, the idea is that
Just
allow
curious.
multiple individual to access the same chatbot.
Yeah,
But right. So the routing strategy is will be evolved, but right now it's just the first version is to
sure.
allow different live chat supports to
You know me,
access
I'm
the
always looking out onto the horizon, Ray. It's just one of those things. The minute I hear a
right,
feature go off, I'm like, oh man, I mean I can do this now, but it's probably 3 weeks down the road, but it means
right,
I can
exactly.
I'll get there. Leads report search. This was one I didn't see coming. This is more or less within the site. Let's head over there, Ray. Where's that found at? I know I saw
Chatbot settings and
Hilton
go
was having
to
a little hard time looking for it too the other day.
yeah,
So I'm gonna head to chatbot settings and then under
and there's
leads.
a
All right, I got
leads.
it. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
flash
so
over to the
for
screen again
example,
for a second here. So this is Candid over at Best Live Guide, and I don't have any leads in here probably at the time, but so this is basically allowing us to have an
no, sorry,
obligatory.
not that one. Settings on the right hand side. The leads on the right hand side next
Oh,
to
I'm
setting.
sorry.
Top menu.
Up at the
Um,
top.
yeah, right
I'm
on the
not
left
see.
hand
Oh,
side.
this one. I got you. So you have
Right,
two leads, man. We're gonna have to look at that because there's
right.
two menus named leads right now.
And click leads. If you click leads,
Oh,
you can
okay. There we go.
do the little
Ah,
search.
okay.
Right,
And I don't have any in this one, of course, but from
right.
here, this way we can go back and actually see more of what we're getting into. This is a way to actually search through the leads. So if you have 1,000 inputs here from all the
Yep,
people that have been, this is an open bot that just answers questions, doesn't take leads. So this would be a case where you'd be able to have maybe 1,000 leads came in, but it's not that fun to have to scroll down and find those leads. So Ray's add a search feature here so we can just go find those leads directly.
Yep.
Workspace labels. This is another area that we're going to be able to get into, and that's just the name of the workspace, isn't it, right? Or oh,
Yeah,
you're going to
and
add labels in the workspaces.
go to my chatbots. So you
Oh,
can see the
I'm
highlight
excited.
ones are the,
Yeah.
yeah. So now you can see which label is under, right? No, no, go to my
Oh, I
chatbots.
see what you're saying. They're right
Right.
here.
Yeah. So you will
Ah,
see
okay. You
them.
got these nice little labels under what space they're in. Cool.
Right.
Very cool. Quick
Yeah.
identifier to be able to know where. So if I go to one of my other workspaces and I've got,
Yeah.
what I got a couple over here in a self-registered account. If I go
Yeah.
into someone else's account, let me see if they've got a bot. Yeah, they've got a bot. So if I go into their chat bot and click on their chat bot, I'm going to see a label that tells me where it's located, right? Oh,
No, not on the.
not in a sub account though. Okay,
Yeah,
this is
not
a
on the
sub
sub
account.
account yet.
This would only be
Yeah.
for your own account that you would see the
Yeah.
label. Well, that's good. That way we know exactly where it works and where it doesn't. So, because that is a feature, Ray, I may want to request soon. One
Um,
thing I realized while I was in here, and maybe this is a little deep for some, but sub account access to other for your customers' chat bots.
yeah.
Is that something that's been discussed, like having the hierarchy for the owner admin to actually go in and work on the chat bot for them?
Yeah.
Because that's something that we really don't have the capability to do in a sub account right now, correct? To
No, you
work
as a
on their,
yeah,
well, if
as
I
a
go
the
to
main
work,
user. Yeah. You
well,
you
what
can
I was
actually
looking
work
at,
on.
let me show you what I'm talking about, Ray. Let me go over to the screen and see if you can answer this for me. I know we only have a couple minutes here, so I'm going to try to make it
Uh-huh.
quick. If I have a sub account and I have a user here, let's say P. Iverson, and he's got an account and he's got a chat bot.
Click
So
tab.
I go into his chat bots and I see the chat bot here and I want to edit his chat bot. What it
Yeah.
does, okay, this one did
You
work.
can
The other
manage.
day it seemed like it didn't take me in to edit the chat bot. And I just did this for
Huh.
someone the other day too.
Yep.
It was weird. Never mind, it's just one of those things that I run into now and then when I'm playing. And I think it had to do more with the white label version and how if I'm in one versus the other,
Mhm.
whether I can access my sub accounts or not. And that's really the issue, I think, is if I'm in my own white label, it can cause an issue. I'll talk to you about that again. All right,
Yeah.
GHL integration for SMS now, along with the calendar integration, so you can automatically send initial SMS messages to the new contact and follow up seamlessly. That guide has been included in the system, so if you want to see where the integration is located, simply head over to the integration section under your chatbot where you'll be able to find those setups for Google Voice, Facebook, WhatsApp, and Twilio. And then if you want to do the GHL integration, you can find that on the lead source.
Guide.
Am I
On the
correct?
guide. Yep. No, on the guides, I think.
Oh, it is
Go
in
to
the
one.
guides. Yes, that's correct. So you
Yeah,
can scroll
API
down to the
guide.
bottom,
API guide.
find the
Uh-huh.
guide section, and then over here. Oh no, it's not there either, Ray. It's
Right.
actually
So
that's where it
where
should be.
yeah,
We
that's
need to
where it
put it
should
there.
be. It will release. It will be released this week. So those DHL, we're working on a document, so it will be released by the end of this week.
I have it though. Where did I find it? I got it from somewhere. Hold on a
Uh-huh.
second, because it was where do you connect the DHL though? It's on the
Yeah, that's
webhooks.
on the
It's right here. It's
workspace.
under webhooks. Webhooks API.
Webhooks.
So if
Yes.
you want to
Yeah.
find the manual now, I knew it was there. I just couldn't remember
Yeah.
where it was. Where you would normally enter a Leads webhook on the Leads webhook API, you can go here and there's a little link that says Go High Level Integration Guide. And when you click there, it'll take you. So it's basically / guide webhooks Go High Level. And this will take you to the Go High Level lead integration for NewOaks. So it is there. And there's more stuff coming when it comes to that. And last but not least, just to highlight and recap, Ray, big studies this week going on with expanded integrations into Microsoft and GHL, powerful updates to the chatbot management system, and of course, Product Hunt launch coming today. So
Yeah.
for all of you who are aware of NewOaks and are happy with the system, please head over to Product Hunt, give a good review, let everybody know what you feel about NewOaks, because it's only going to benefit all of us in the end. If Ray looks good, we look good. So do your best to get out there and give Ray some kudos for all the hard work him and his team put together at NewOaks AI. And as we appreciate you coming out here every week, as always, Ray, it's not many CEOs that take the time to step out and meet with the community. So let me just meet with those real quick. It looks like it's just Hilton today. I know the holiday season's here and upon us, so we may have limited viewership. Next week, we're not going to be here because of the holiday. It's Christmas Eve. We're going to give all of you guys a break, but we will be back for New Year's Eve. We're going to wrap for the year of 2024 and give you guys more of a chance to hang out with Ray and I like we are today in a more leisurely atmosphere where we'll just sit here, talk about what we've done over the last year or so, and give us some head start into 2025 and answer some questions that you might have before we go into the new year. So once again, Ray, come by Tuesday, 10 a.m., not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday following. So that would be January 3rd, December 31st. Okay. And we'll see you on December 31st. Ray, take care.
Okay.
Hope you're feeling better real soon.
Yeah.
And say hi to the team for us. All right. Take care.
Yeah. Thanks. Bye.